Calves seem to be the bane of most people's existence when they're trying to train here because they won't grow. If you got small calves, you got small calves, and it's kind of hard to fix. However, this principle I'm going to teach you has helped. Most guys will come into a machine like this and they'll just sit there and bounce on their toe. Guys will get in this position and then they just sit here and pump this out, right? Which you are flexing the calf, I get it. The problem is you're actually not doing anything. Let's say you're 200 pounds, okay? If you take 7,000 steps a day, I think that's a pretty common amount of steps for people to take a day, I don't know. But if you think about it, you take 7,000 steps a day times 200 pounds, that's 1.4 million pounds lifted today with your feet. Divide that by 2, that's what, 700,000 pounds that you're lifting with your calves all day long. Now I understand that you're not actually lifting 1.4 million pounds. However, that's how much impact your calves take every day. And they're all moving in this much flexion, right? That much. So your foot isn't moving a whole lot more as you walk than this. Yeah, you come in, put 8,000 pounds in here, bounce up and down. So what we need to do if we're gonna train these things to grow is we need to take them outside of that range. Is we wanna take it down to the farthest stretch position, heels down. If you take your foot and your shin, we want to close that angle as much as possible. That's going to give you more stretch in the calf. So when you flex, you're going to get more stimulation of the calf. Another thing is don't worry about just lifting it. So what you see a lot of guys, a lot of them have these handles. So they'll sit there and just yard and pull. Well, I can actually pull this up without using my calves if I pull on here. Think about catching it on your calf muscle and squeeze. You don't even have to go all the way up, especially with something like this. If you look at the angle of it, we're starting to get less weight. You're good even up to about here. Squeeze deep, right? And then add your weight from there, but learn that first. Now, as you can see, I got pretty tight ankles, and I guess everybody does. So there's a little hack that I got for this. Now, I will say before we get going is make sure you're warm before you do this. So before you do what I'm about to tell you, make sure that you've done a few sets on here for sure. Just a few sets of just your normal deep, like long range of motion calf raise, right? But then what we're gonna do is, once you're warm, we're gonna jump in, we're gonna get a partner, because you're gonna get in that fully stretched position, which is right here. Get your workout partner. Now don't get some dipshit fucking workout partner that's some fucking meathead and is gonna rip your leg off. Get some guy you trust, get him to push down on that end and stretch out your calf as far as it'll go down. Communicate with them so that you don't fucking rupture your Achilles. That's the last thing we want. And in this, you're in a bit of a vulnerable spot. So make sure you're safe here and make sure you trust that motherfucker that's on the other end of this. So what you're trying to do is by pushing on here, you're actually gonna close this angle, therefore putting way more stress on the calf. We all have really tight ankles typically, so this will actually help loosen them up. However, don't fucking reef on it because you will hurt yourself. Push into it as hard as you can, get him to keep the pressure on, and then push against your workout partner's downward pressure. It's like when you're a kid and you're sitting in phys ed class and they're trying to teach you how to stretch your groins, where you sit with your feet together and you use your elbows to push your legs apart, and then you push your knees against your elbows, hold it, and then relax, and the legs will open up more. Exact same thing. And then nice and slow on the way down, and as you get down, get him to push again, push against his resistance, down again, and up. Do that. I don't care about the reps, I care more about the time. If you can stay in that sequence for, say, I don't know, upwards of a minute, 45 seconds to a minute, your calves will be absolutely fucking blitzed, and it won't take much. And I guarantee you'll actually have one of the best calf pumps you've ever seen, which is hard to do. This is one of those things we just need time under tension. There's a reason why that fucking saying is prevalent, is because that's what makes muscles grow. And then, yeah, just continue on with your leg day or whatever after that. So anyway, there's a little hack for you. Check us out on YouTube. This video will be a full-length video now on YouTube, so you can check that out. And other than that, that's it. So we'll catch you on the next one.